that time, the diss songs, especially like compared to today, where it's so subliminal, back then, they were very direct. A lot
Yeah,
of it. Of course, lyrically, there were examples of sneak disses or subliminals back then, of course.
right, right.
But also, many more songs were super direct.
Yeah.
So when you look back and when you realize, like, you as a writer, you as an artist, and you as a fan, when you think back to that time, what made that so different and so special compared to what we have that happens in the last 5, 10 years?
Um, I really don't know, man. It was just like I just think rap back then, first of all, you had to really know how to rap. Like, so, you couldn't come in there with no corny shit. You'll get laughed right out the studio. And then another thing was, we had so much pride, like especially when like just imagine NWA, like when they first came out, coming from, from poverty and stuff like that, coming from gangs and stuff like that, coming from a drug background. I don't know what it is about rap that just make you have to let people know that this is what you represent. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we came into it. So it was like, we just, I don't know, it was just something inside of us was like, I gotta get this shit out. I gotta tell people exactly what it is so that they don't get it fucked up when they see me in person. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it was more of that. Like it was just, like the rappers today, unfortunately, and it's cold how it's working out for a lot of them because a lot of them are dying and going to jail. But we were on the same thing, like if the shit that we rapped about, if you came to Compton, you would see it right there. You know what I'm saying? And the guys today is doing the same thing. I just think it ain't the time for it because of cameras, you know what I'm saying? Everything is too accessible. It's too easy to get told on or get caught when you do something today. So, it's like I just think it was just the street in us, bro, that really made us, just have to. We just felt like we had to just let motherfuckers know exactly what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tied into that, as you are now on the road and you got a video out, you're doing all these things, you're
hmm
going to New York. So is this really the first time you've traveled outside of the immediate
Very
South?
first,
Okay.
very first time. I never been outside of California. I never left the areas of Compton and Watts, South Central. I never been past nobody's state line, bro. My whole life.
So, so was it for you? Famously, DJ Quik had, just like Compton and Ice Cube, My Summer Vacation. Was it like you going? Did you feel similarly going to these other places, or were you
Oh
just
yeah, yeah. I got it. I learned very quickly that everybody was just like Compton, bro. Like like so. Bam. So I remember going somewhere, and this 33 years now. So bam, I remember like some hotel coming outside, and it was kind of like some places we didn't stay at a lot of high fancy places, bro. Sometimes we was in motels, you know what I mean? So we'd come out, the neighborhood is right across the street. So I see the youngsters like this is what we do in LA when I was young. We'll wake up on a Saturday morning or even on a school day sometime, come outside, see the homie, like we all coming outside 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We rolling up blunts, you know what I'm saying? We breaking down weed, rolling up blunts. So I see the same thing. Wherever the first place we went, come outside, look around, see these youngsters over there, they breaking down Phillies and putting their weed in them. Like, damn, like we do the same thing. And then the more and more we traveled and went around, I just seen those same behaviors. You know what I'm saying? I seen the drug deals. You know what I'm saying? I seen the people packing the pistols. I seen the older dudes directing the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? I seen all of that everywhere we went, and I respected. And I was like, damn, this shit is like it's like everybody is doing the same thing in every ghetto across America, pretty much. They might just have a different name for it, but it's the same shit.
and
You know,
how did that make you feel or impact you?
I just was like, we are pretty much the same. And then I couldn't think about it as deeply when I was that young, but when I got older, I was like, it's kind of like they cloned Tyrone, like to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, it's something got to be going on for all of us to be stuck in this same situation, no matter if you're on this side of the map and I'm on that side. Like how we're all stuck in these impoverished environments, forced to, not really forced to sell drugs, but feeling like that's our only alternative to get money. You know what I'm saying? Like I just when I got older, I was wondering about like why was that, the thing? for black people in every ghetto across America. You know what I mean?
Well, I think now we've learned it wasn't accidental. That's
Yeah, for sure.
wasn't an accident.
Exactly.
But that being said, as you thought about it later in life, do you remember what changed or what happened to you that made you start reflecting and thinking about it in that on a deeper or different level?
Because I'm the type of person, man, like God had always put something in me since I was a young kid that I always wanted to grow and be a better person. And I always wanted the environment around me to grow and be better. You know what I'm saying? So it was this thing like once I started, like, I'll tell people right now, like, people, it's still, I know grown ass people that ain't never left California, people my age and older. And, now, nowadays, because of social media, it's the thing, I want to go to Jamaica. I want to do this. And I tell people when they talk about going to other states, I'm like, dude, you might as well go out the country. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna go over there, the shit that you trying to get away from and not see, you finna go see it in Memphis, you finna go see it in Texas. It's gonna be shooting, it's gonna be crazy shit. So you might as well go out the country. It's safer. You'll get a greater experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
yeah, that was it for me. It was like I just feel like all these ghettos the same. And it's crazy that impoverished people want their poverty to be better than the next person. Their impoverished mentality. Like my ghetto, my trashy ass hood is harder than your trashy ass hood. Like it's,
Right.
it's a foolish thing that that we sit up here and represent. But I like traveling out the country. I just get more peace, when it comes to that for me. I don't have to
Where
look over my shoulder. I don't hear gunshots. I don't hear cars screeching out. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't smell weed smoke in the air, like unless I'm in Amsterdam or some shit. But it's
where have you gone that you really liked or enjoyed?
every place that I've gone, I've liked and enjoyed, bro, because it was
Oh, nice.
always a new experience. You know what I
Like
mean?
what? Give me two or three that you've been to that were great.
Great, Germany, uh, Germany, and then Saudi Arabia. I'm Muslim, so of course I love it there. But those places are at the top. It would be Japan, Germany, and even the Netherlands. I love the Netherlands, bro. Like I love the homey feel of it. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is like all the things that we're into is there. They just do it in a cleaner way. You know what I'm saying? They just do it more
Well,
clean. It's like
I will say the last time, and it's been a while now, but the last time I went to Europe, I went to Norway.
okay,
And to your point, it just reminded me, I don't think I saw trash the whole week I was there. It was
see,
like, it was borderline spotless. And there's very few places I've been in very few major cities I've been in the US where you can go anywhere in the hub of the city or the downtown and not see any trash. That's like
yeah,
unprecedented these
it
days.
is. That's what impressed me about Japan the most. Like I first went in 2011, and I was looking for things to complain about. Just you know what I mean. It was my first time out the country, so I'm paying attention to everything. The first thing I noticed, I didn't see like how people stick gum under a table or
Right.
like you open a cigarette pack and throw the outer layer. I didn't see none of that nowhere on no street I ever walked on,
What
and I
made you
was
go
there
to
for that
Japan?
day. Well, that was the first place that somebody wanted me to come and perform. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
So they reached out to my friend Kirk. My boy Kirk is he's actually Korean, but his dad was the guy at the Compton swap meet that had the little rap store and stuff
Oh,
like that.
wow.
So his pops passed him, he took over the business. So
Hmm.
yeah, I went out there with him. But anyway, and then what's so interesting about that, Easy had an itinerary for us before he passed away for Japan. And
Really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and then he passed away, I go to prison and I come back out. That's the first place I went.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Full circle, as they say.
yeah, yeah.